Hey, good morning. So, tribe members, we're talking about your healing circle and what you really need in order to heal properly, from your divorce, right? The people that are in your corner, right? So we spoke about your family and your friends, and I have something that I call tribe members, right? And tribe members are a bit different than friends, a bit different than family, although a tribe member can be friends and it can be family. Typically, tribe members don't look like you. Tribe members may not have the same interest that you have. Tribe members may be completely opposite of you, but they all have one thing in common, and that is that they want to see your soul grow. They want to see you live the best life that you can live here on earth as possible, right? They are invested in seeing you succeed, right? And not just, monetarily wise or, just the different little goals and things like that you have, but it's that soul contract, right? It's that I want this person to be the best version of themselves as possible. I don't have an interest in it. I may not even, be in their life long enough to even witness it, but I'm going to impart something in this person's life that's going to help her get to that next level. I don't have to be her friend. I don't have to be her family member, right? But I do have to love her in a way that promotes growth in her life. I have to be honest enough to give, constructive criticism, but do it in love, right? And when you have those type of relationships, man, your life literally will skyrocket. But what happens sometimes is, one, you have to be ready for those type of people. I, like to think that, we have a soul contract with these people, right? And let's say before the foundations of the earth, or let's say before we at least were here on this earth, we have contracts with different people that says, hey, I'm going to be here at this time. I need this kind of person to help motivate me and support me so that I can go to the next level in my life, right? And so that's what I believe, a tribe member is, or someone who has a soul contract with you. You have to be in a position to where you can receive it, right? And you also need to be in a position where you can be one as well, right? So just when I was going through my divorce, I went through a series of relationship transitions, right? So not only in my, my ex-husband, my marriage transition, but also friends and family members and people that will come in and, kind of out my life. And I really had to look at the people. Well, what were these people bringing into my life, right? We spoke about that before. How was I feeling after encountering these people, right? I could have been friends with this person for years, right? Spoke to this person every day, done everything together, right? Had fun together, cried together, rode together, whatever it is. But at this point in my life, when I was making a shift, right? A shift in my emotions, a shift in my spirit, a shift in just the trajectory of my life, a really soul journey, right? So divorce, first let me back up a little bit. Divorce can be an opportunity. One, yes, it's a sad time. Yes, things are shifting, but you can really use this moment to catapult you into your new way of living, a new way of living that's better, right? That's more fulfilling, that's more internal, right? And more in line with who you are. You can either use divorce as an opportunity to get you to where you want to be, an opportunity for growth, right? An opportunity to excel. Or you can use divorce as an excuse to be bitter, to be angry, right? To let life pass you by because something didn't work out the way that you intended or wanted for it to work out. Right? You can go one or two. Or actually there's a third way. The third way is you can continue to repeat the pattern, right? You can say, okay, well, this one didn't work. Let me go and put myself in another situation, just like the old one, but hope that this one would work, right? Maybe a tweak here, a tweak there. Maybe this person shows up a little bit different, but has other issues or whatever. You're attracting the same thing, right? You're not doing really anything too different, right? So those are the three things. You can either retreat into, yourself and not do the healing work. You can go jump right back into the same relationship, the same situation. Or three, the one that I wish upon you, that that I think everyone should do, is use divorce as an opportunity for growth, right? Use this as an opportunity to go higher in your development, in your soul development. And when you have the right people in your corner, when you have your tribe members in your corner, when you're ready to have your tribe members in your corner, they will show up for you in a way that is inspiring, that is really in awe, or you'll be in awe. When those people started to reveal themselves in my life, I was like, whoa, where were you all these years, right? But I have to tell you, I wasn't ready for them back then, right? They come when you're ready. And it's not some little angels that's flying from heaven or whatever. They look like you and me. Matter of fact, you may be a soul. You are, a tribe member, a soul connection to someone else. You are supposed to inspire someone else to their greatness, right? You are supposed to be that person that supports someone else, right? So everybody has this job. That's why we're here on this earth, is to help people get to that next level, that next stage in their life. And I will tell you something about a tribe member, however. You might not always like what they say, right? But it will always be for your best interest. Tribe members are not groupies, right? Tribe members don't care if you have $5, if you have $500, if you have $5 million, or you have $500 million. They care about your soul. They care about your life. They care about the kind of person that you're showing up as in this world. And if it's true and if it's authentic to who you really are. They're not afraid to get in your face. They're not afraid to tell you like it is, right? But when you realize and you recognize a soul, a tribe member, it hits different, right? The words that they're saying are just, you receive them different. It might sting a little bit like, ooh, I have several tribe members, at this point, but I know one particularly that I have. She'll get on me. Matter of fact, two that I have, but one particularly that I'm thinking of, I'll just say T. Sometimes she'll, I'll call her and, she'll tell me something and I was like, oh, T, I wasn't ready for that, right? Like you really trying to read a girl right now. Like what's going on? And she'll say, okay, but that's what it is though, right? And, 10 times out of 10, it is, right? Even if I'm not ready to really hear or receive it at that moment, I know that it's for my highest and my greatest good. And those are the kind of friends, those are the kind of people, those are the kind of family members, because tribe members also can be family members as well. You just have to see if they line up with the tribe member, right? Family members aren't always tribe members. Friends aren't always tribe members. But sometimes tribe members can be friends and can be family, right? But you have to look out for them. You have to test the spirit to see if that's who they are in your life at that time, right? And when you get one, pay attention and hold on to them. They will take your life to a higher level. Ladies, if you really want to heal, if you really want to go to the next level, if you really want to use this divorce as an opportunity for growth, right? Or even the possibility of divorce. I speak with some women and they're not fully, in the divorce process yet, but they may just be right there on that brink. You never know how your life can change in this instant, right? Or in this moment or in this situation. Use it as an opportunity for growth. Okay, that's just my opinion, and that's my desire and my hope for you, so that you can get off the up and down roller coaster, right? The cycle of one relationship to the next relationship, to the next marriage, to the next, right? Dealing with your issues, your emotions, the situations that you may have been dealing with for years. Deal with all of that. Become the person that you want to be with first, right? If you don't know how to live with you, to like you, to love you, to romance you, to be intimate with you, how can you expect someone else to be all of those things for you when you don't show up for you that way, right? How? No one is going to show up for you in the way that is fulfilling for you until you show them how to show up for you. And you won't know how to show them how to show up for you until you've shown up for yourself in all of those ways, right? So, I just wanted to kind of leave you with that. And then also, tribe members may not be in your life for a long period of time. I don't know if I said that already. They may come in your life for a few weeks, a few days, even a conversation, right? That might shift, your whole mindset. Or they might be there for years. You just don't know, right? But look out for those encounters, those relationships, because those are the ones, those tribe members are the ones that are going to hold you up, that are going to support you, and to help you get to the place that you truly desire to be in, that happy, that healthy, that whole life that you desire. Okay, so I think that, we have one more for tomorrow, but throughout, today, kind of think about that. Take an account of who you have in your life and place them in those three categories, right? The family category, the friendship category, and the tribe category. And I will tell you, if you don't have enough people in that tribe category, you might want to set your focus on that. All of us have something called an RSA. A RAS, a reticular activating system. And basically what that is whatever you focus on, whatever your mind is focused on, that's what will draw to you, right? And so if you set your reticular activating system towards, I want to receive someone, experience someone that is a tribe member, a soul connection for me, you will be looking for that person, and that person will show up in your life, right? But until you know that that's somebody that you need in your life, and until you are actively looking and open to that person, it may not show up for you, right? So let's do some homework today and just write that list out. Friends, family, tribe members, who do I have in my corner? How are they showing up for me? How do I feel when I'm around that person? Do I slide back or do I tend to move forward? Are we having conversations about the past, or are we having future conversations about where we want to be? Desired results, desired outcome, conversations. Because if we're not talking about where we want to be, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Anything else is just putting us right back in a funk. We don't need that. We want to go forward in life, right? And the only way to move forward is to have forward conversations, right? And to have a forward mind, right? Forward thinking mind. And typically when you have a forward thinking mind, you're not having limited conversations, right? You're not having conversations about the past, right? You're having conversations about what you want your future to be. When you have conversations about what you want your future to be, your RAS is actively looking for that, right? Is actively looking for opportunities to get you to where you want to be. All right, so I want to keep this at 10 minutes or less. I know I say that every time, but I truly, truly do. And I can go on a rant. So I'm going to go ahead and end this here. I'm not sure where we are at this point, but I love you guys. I'm looking forward to your happy, healthy, and whole and prosperous life. understand, know, and receive that there is life to live on the other side of divorce. You can thrive after divorce. You can live the life that you want, have the relationships that you want, the career, the job, the passions that you want can be fulfilled. They really can be. You do not have to live in bitterness. You do not have to live in loneliness, right? I know it seems like it's a scary place because of the unknown, but I will tell you, don't fear the unknown. Create the unknown. And that might sound a little strange. Creating the unknown, yes. Creating something that you've never had before, but something that your heart and your mind, your soul desires, right? That's a whole nother topic. But anyhow, love you ladies. Continue to DM me with your thoughts and different topics. I got, some of those. And hey, just remember, you're doing awesome. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.